Clark, who's live at NRG Park with what he's learned about the case against Watson. Devin?
Jonathan, right now, this is a case of he said, she said, but it will be up to a jury to pick a side. Today, we spoke to our KPRC2 legal analyst about what it could take for them to make up their minds.
It's not what we know, it's what we can prove.
The lawsuit claims that back in March of 2020, Watson solicited a massage from a masseuse through Instagram. Only when he got to the plaintiff's house, he made her focus on his groin area before pressing his genitals up against her. Watson vehemently denied the allegations. KPRC2 legal analyst Brian Weiss spoke to us about what it's going to take to sway a jury's decision.
The burden of proof in a criminal case is beyond a reasonable doubt. But in a civil case, like this lawsuit, it's a much lesser standard. It's by the preponderance of the evidence.
The lawsuit states that after the plaintiff became hysterical and asked Watson to leave, that he threatened her career and reputation, then later apologized. Her lawyer took to Facebook with a statement that in part reads, quote, "Too many times women have put up with behavior that we all know no one should put up with. Should we make excuses for the famous?" End quote. Weiss says electronic data such as text or direct messages could be called into evidence and influence the case.
And if there are text messages between the plaintiff and Deshaun that tend to cast Deshaun in a less than desirable light, that's going to be something the plaintiff is going to want to feature.
We've seen the lawsuit, but we have not seen any transcripts of text messages or DMs. Right now, these claims are just allegations. Reporting live from NRG Park, Devin Clark, KPRC2 News.
Devin, thank you, sir. So how exactly are the Texans reacting to this lawsuit?
And is there any discipline the star quarterback could face from the NFL? KPRC2 Sports' Ari Alexander live in the newsroom with that part of the story. Ari?
Hi, guys. A day for statements today in response to the lawsuit filed Deshaun Watson. He released a statement last night. The Texans and the league both released statements today. Those were relatively similar. This is Deshaun Watson's statement, saying in part that he has recently become aware of the lawsuit and, quote, "Know this, I have never treated a woman with anything but the utmost respect." He goes on to say the plaintiff's lawyer asked for a six-figure settlement and that Watson is looking forward to clearing his name. The Texans also released a statement saying in part they just became aware of the lawsuit and hope to learn more about the matter soon and that they take the accusations of this nature very seriously. They will wait for further information before making additional comment. More details today from the lawsuit, including an allegation that the plaintiff received Instagram direct messages from two other NFL players that were referred to her by, quote, Big D. The lawsuit states the plaintiff believes that referred to Watson. The lawsuit goes on to criticize the NFL's culture and reaction toward sexual harassment. As far as league discipline, something like this would fall under the NFL's personal conduct policy, but before any investigation, it is far too early to speculate if there would be any sort of punishment. In the newsroom, Ari Alexander, KPRC2 Sports.
All right, Ari, thank you. And we do have a copy of the lawsuit filed against Deshaun Watson. You can read it on clicktohouston.com.
Turning now to